We could also just try to get Fireball and end the game right now. You guys see how easy this game is? Do some mage things. Reckless Apprentice easy. Should probably turn this on. Arc Split is kind of the nuts. Just base damage. Probably grab those. Let's try that Plumber actually. That's. I have to be really greedy to take this here, but we have a mass polymorph, so surely it's fine. Shadow's OP. This is really slow draw. Probably don't need that. Let's get a much better tempo card. Grab a Reckless Apprentice again. Fast Wisdom easy. It's gotta be Deathborn. I think we'll grab a Trainee. Baba easy. I don't know if I had a Nightcloak Sanctum this meta. Alright, Deathborn too, holy crap. Another Deathborn, I mean. Specialist would be nice. We'd probably still just take this, right? We'll get 2 drops later, right, surely? World Weaver's insane. This is the best 2 drop. We'll just grab a Sketchy here. We do have a secret for this now, but this is still just better. Apprentice. Ruined Orb. I don't think we do. There's a world. I mean, we have 2 Dungeoneers. Like, that makes our Dungeoneers so much better having a Frost spell. But, yeah. Huh. I've actually never had a Jailer. I kind of want Vexallus, though, just to, Mancrypt just doesn't do anything, I feel like. I mean, it's not the worst thing to add a 3-drop, but... Mancrypt with Dungeoneer is actually pretty cool, too. I guess. Just part of me wants to have Vexallus to just kill people. I would definitely take if we had, like, any more Arcane Bolts. Just we only have 3 of them in the whole deck. We can get more, though. We have Discovers. Because we do have, like, so many Discovers. I don't know. I want to try this. Let's just go for this. What's funny is Fire Sale does make our Dungeoneers worse. Do you ever take Rams because of that? We have smaller AoEs. We don't have like a mid-size AoE. But we have Deathborn. And sometimes it's really weird when you like have a board you would want in Deathborn, but you have Fire Sale and you're like, well, I kind of need a Fire Sale, right? So activates Deathborn too. Go for that. Gotta take this one, I guess. Objection. Again, it makes the Dungeoneers worse, but it's the best card here. It's like we're missing a win condition, but the win condition is just killing our opponent with spells. So I don't know, I think this can work. It hurts that we don't have like Scorpid or anything. Any of those, like, you know, the minions that discover spells, like any of those. That's what we would really want. Can already discount that. To the face! Holy smite face. Got him. We can freeze this florist until the end of days. What's my average on NA? I think I'm like 6.5 over 10. Like, not great. Like, if I really cared, I would restart, but, you know, I don't really want to do that. I should not position this way. Remember when we had a board? Alright, new plan. Issue here is like, can I just go face without... I mean, he's under at least as much pressure as I am. I think it'll be fine, right? Surely? What do I think of the idea of making re-exclusive cards? Well, they've done it like 1 or 2 times and it's been great. They should probably... They should have done it years ago. And at least to me, it's been obvious that they could make Arena a lot better by specifically designing cards for Arena, but, you know, I don't think they've historically wanted to do that. Like, the mode doesn't make enough money, right? It's not even like the mode doesn't make money, it's just it doesn't make enough money, right? Okay, so we just kill him next turn. So, like, we have... This is literally 18 damage. So... Seems okay. I was surprised the win rate of this card is so low. Because it's like, doesn't this seem good to just be able to deal 18 damage on a hand? It seems pretty good, right? I can play on Objection and Counterspell. Well, Counterspell I don't lethal him, but... We'll never get the bolts. You just always have these, though. I've never had a mage deck that didn't actually have these cards. Got him. Imagine falling below 20 health against mage.
The possibilities are endless.
It's only 18 damage, we can't do it.
Blessings to you.
We had a guild share too. If we had like any spell damage, we'd have so much more reach actually, right?
I am grateful. The waves of the caverns chill.
Boom! And Trump ended his stream. How did he do today? Trump's going for his leaderboard run. He got like a 5 Win Mage. 6 Win Mage. You could freeze this guy technically, but I think getting the value trade seems fine. You can get the jellyfish for spell damage. Yeah, we could get like polymorph jellyfish our own guy. It is possible. Trump's back to Arena. He's been playing a lot, yeah. It seems like he's decided to do a leaderboard push. He's been he was at like right around where I was, but he's been like steadily falling. He's at like a 7. He should be like a 7.3 now. 7.2, 7.3, which is still really good. You know, that's right around where I think he's on NA. That's right around where #1 is. But if he keeps falling, he's not gonna be close. But he's playing. It seems he has to be playing well to still be doing as well as he is. I kind of have to kill that. That thing's a little threatening. I think I just have to use my reach here. There's an option to just... Let's try this actually. Just kill that guy off. Just like, I just can't. Like, that thing has to die. Then I'll just do this. Seems okay.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
He has a minion that should have 5 health and only has 1 health. Seems like a very bad swap for him. Oh no, you got it. Oh, there's our win condition. But we just take Deathborn here, right? This grows with Deathborn though. Just smork him. I could just go like trainee, vast wisdom. I don't know, I think we just... Like, unless this gets mass silence somehow, those are just gonna deal enough damage to kill him, so... Healing is annoying, though.
The wails of these caverns chill.
Please get it for Frostspell somehow. No, damn it. Like, I honestly just Deathborn him again. Deathborn is a kind of silly card sometimes. Look at our foolish opponent, they fell below 20, chat. He even has healing, and he fell below 20. What a fool. I should thank him again, right?
I am grateful.
Oh god, this is so rude. Oh no. This is what we like to call a -1 game on the Twitch. This is a solid -1. I think we could have gone through that thing too, right, with the skeletons, and that would have killed him too. Dude, what is this thing called? Vexallus? Is Vexallus the best card to ever exist in Arena? Question mark, question mark. New YouTube thumbnail?
You asked for it. The possibilities are endless.
Oh, we're finding our combos. No, this is you, Dale. I'm sorry. You gotta, this is what you do. You do the anti-Q snipe, right? You
Shattering.
always have to watch the stream to make sure you don't accidentally Q into me. I apologize. Yeah, you're the second person. We've only have 2 wins, and you're the second person we've done that to. I apologize. It turns out having 18 face damage out of hand is good. Who would have thought?
I'm ready to be just like you.
Your health swap. Yeah, the 1 health scale being that seemed detrimental. Shouldn't need to kill that, right?
Bask in my radiance.
Okay, I think we lost. I forgot that card existed. We are now officially the ones getting memed on.
Where you followed.
You got the Scourge? Why would you ever need 2 Scourges though? Am I off Twitch? I'm like half and half, kind of. I'm still probably majority on Twitch, I think, but I'm like, you know, sometimes when I don't really want to make a YouTube video, I'll be on Twitch. I'll be on YouTube live streaming, basically, and just to have like some streams up on here too. So I'll be on Twitch tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. I'll probably be on Twitch tomorrow and Sunday. And then, I don't know. We still don't know what that is. I'm gonna overdraw if I do this. I could give up a ram to do that. Nothing's good here. I think give up a ram is actually the play. Just don't really see what else I can do here. YouTube doesn't reload you live when you pause. You have to like, you can click the live button next to like the volume, and that'll automatically put you back to live. So I can kill that various ways. I have a lot of ways to kill things, it's just how many resources do I actually want to use, right? That's the real question. But I think this gets spent. I'll put that guy in here. I need Vexallus so I can just OTK him. Again. He's a little bit too healthy though. We'll theoretically lose him a bunch of health, right?
The Queen's power is beyond your comprehension.
The one thing about using the fire sale rate is we could have traded it to try to find the Vexallus. Do you want to build a snowman? I need to find these Deathborns too. Like, I need a lot of things that I don't have right now is the issue. We should do the full clear here, right? Which is to use one of the arcane bolts with this. And then just use this. Man, they made that animation so much smoother. You remember how bad that thing used to be? It's a bit different. Yeah, it's the last tournament meta, the one that just ended, that they just did balance changes for. That I did not.
Never knew you wanted.
That was a bad one. Frost DK was just better than everything else, and there was nothing but Frost DKs and Blood DKs to counter Frost DKs. Oh god, that was a bad meta. That was a really bad meta. But I think it should be better now, in theory.
The streets are not safe.
Never Vexallus. Do I need to like shoot that? Maybe I don't care about it enough. Let's try this. We'll go here. I'll just use one. I'll go for this. This guy technically gets to live.
All's well that
You saw him playing top legend. Well, there's always people in top legend. There's a lot of rogue mains. There's people that'll just play rogue no matter what.
Much to ponder.
turning tides will twist your mind. You're welcome.
We'll hold on for this. I guess you hit standard. I guess you just hit legend really fast when you have 11-star bonus. I had a 7.63 over 30. There are 2 people already passed me. At some point I'm going to have to try to improve my average a little bit. Because one guy's literally 1 win above me. Nice. How does that work with this, by the way? It doesn't, okay. Got him! 3 games, 3 Vexallus lethals. Because this is something that maybe a lot of people don't actually know, but when if you haven't played Arena in a long time, or you're a new account or whatever, they don't actually queue you into the same games as everyone else. You don't get queued into the general pool. They actually put you into a newbie pool. So your first, I think it's 3, we don't know for sure, but like I think it's your first 3 games. Your first 3 runs are actually super easy. If you are on a new account, you just actually get like, so you get like, what it works out to is you basically get like 7 free wins on your first 3 runs or something like that. So like, people that do it on a new account have an actual advantage. Plus, because Death Knight is a class you don't actually want to draft right now, on top of that, because you don't have to unlock Death Knight, you can just not do the tutorial. So you have the option on a new account, again, to just not unlock Death Knight, to increase the chance that you hit Mage or Hunter or some other class you actually want. So there's, like, by my estimation, it's worth about half a win on your average if you take advantage of both of those advantages. So I should have probably done this first. Because I could have taken a snake trap here. I'll go for the draw, I guess. Why you don't want to pick Death Knight? Death Knight, well, Death Knight got nerfed very heavily. Death Knight was good last meta, it's not good anymore. Because a lot of the nerfs that they did to make Death Knight fair, they didn't undo them. They undid most of the nerfs other classes had, but they didn't undo Death Knight, so Death Knight's kind of weak. And Death Knight was about a slightly below average class because of the location, and now they just nerfed the location, so now it got even worse. Now Death Knight's like really bad. It was kind of bad, at least it was inconsistent. Now it's just like, it's kind of just really bad now. Don't unlock Demon Hunter. Unfortunately, you don't have the option to not unlock Demon Hunter.
Who is next on the chopping block?
If you did, that would be, you know, like, at least, at least Death Knight's not like completely unplayable, but really though, it's not actually about, it's not actually about Death Knight, like not being able to play Death Knight. It's really more about the fact that you just increase your chances of getting Mage and Hunter. And just the top classes in general, more than actually avoiding Death Knight. But especially after the nerf, actually, avoiding Death Knight is a real thing too. It's not very often you actually get forced to pick a below average class, right? You almost, if you always pick the best class, you almost always get to pick the top 4, because you usually get one of the top 4 offered, you know. I only got forced to pick Death Knight one time, but there were multiple times where if I didn't have Death Knight as an option, I might have been able to... Where if I didn't have Death Knight as an option, I might have been able to, you know, have an extra Mage pick or an extra Hunter pick or something instead of what I ended up taking, right? Apparently, what they've actually said in the past is that they track MMR, but they don't matchmake off of it at all. You just get matched basically just off of win-loss, which is technically a MMR equivalent based off of what your win-loss is currently. Because you don't get it matched off of exact wins and losses or anything, but you get matched off of essentially the equivalent of it, of MMR based off of what your exact current win-loss is. But that seems good. Where's I going with this? Yeah, it's only specifically if you're a new account or you're an account that hasn't played Arena in a long time, from my understanding. That's when you actually get thrown into a newbie pool, where you get, it'll try to match you with other newbies. Or if there are none, if there are no newbies, then it'll what they actually do supposedly is that it just adds a loss to your record basically. So if you're 4-0, you still get matched as if you're 4-1, so you just get easier opponents on average. Hoping to do these together.
I'm ready to be just like you.
But I don't think I throw this away. It's current mage as strong as early DK last match. It's nowhere close. It's not even remotely close. Mage is still weaker than Death Knight was at the very end when they had all of the nerfs on. I still think Death Knight then was still better than Mage right now. Relatively. It's all relative though, right? Like, Death Knight with all the nerfs on last meta is nowhere near the power level of Mage right now. But compared to, you know, all the other stuff in the game.
A thirst beyond death, it sings to me.
At the time, Death Knight was very dominant. He really doesn't want to play Schooling Fish, it seems like. But yeah, so it's like, I don't know if maybe I'll do it myself. Maybe I'll do it myself. I might try to like actually make a new account and take advantage of all of the advantages you get on a new account and see if I can just destroy everyone on the leaderboard right now. Because I might be able to. I don't really want to. Because it'd be better if people just didn't abuse it. But I know there's people abusing it that are going to pass everyone anyway. So I might as well be the first, right? Although I think the guy that's #1 on EU, I think, was already doing that. The guy that passed me. The guy who's number 1 in NA did not do that. But I think the guy that beat me on EU, I think, did that. I don't know for sure though. The second guy who passed me, I don't think did that.
Where you followed?
How does this deck win? We get a bunch of these, and then we play this card, and then our opponent dies. Kind of bad for us.
Turning tides will switch your mind.
Okay, we get card draw here. That's really good, actually. Okay, so we could polymorph this, but we don't really need to. I feel like I could trainee and just kill everything. It's an option. You could just go like trainee, arcane bolt, ruined orb, kills everything. Ping. But I feel like this gives us a better Deathborn. Probably set up Deathborn. It's just that he trades off one of the 1/1s probably, and then it's not that good yet. I think this sets it up just as well, if not better. Yeah, that's kind of scary. We're gonna have to poly now. Trade. I can actually full clear too. It's just again, like, I don't know if I actually want to, right? It's kind of greedy not to, but he might get cued into the fact we have a Deathborn by us not taking the trade that we should have taken.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Oh, that's bad for him. So, Deathborn Ram. This is 5 damage, so I don't actually need the Ram, so I can do that too. We start with this then, I guess. Okay. Our opponent is not going to like us very much after this game. I have a prediction. They never have a primordial wave, right? Surely.
The storm is in me.
Oh dear. It's just gonna kill him, though. He's actually just dead. Why didn't he play that first? He definitely should have played that first. Boom! Murloc Tempo Shaman, inferior to Murloc Tempo Priest.
The possibility
When it was Squelch trying to kill him, I unsquelched him. It's a little greedy, right? I could keep the trainee. Maybe. That might have been smarter.
What a delicious party! I've more left in me.
The wails of these cowards cheer.
This can't be good.
Now he trades.
Were you followed?
Probably the only secret that really does something there. Well, we are at 5-0. That's weird because I have Deathborn, but maybe I don't want to actually let him do this. I can potentially try to polymorph that too. I think we'll do this. Okay. We have acquired a plan, but I have a funny feeling I'm not going to be able to polymorph it before it dies. I'm going to need to polymorph the next one. Maybe. Really? Okay. Ah, I don't have a way to not take this 9. That seems really bad for us. Maybe I get like Snap Freeze or something here. Doesn't help us. Yes, I guess we're just dead. You can't take 9 damage from a hunter, you die immediately.
Little eye. Spotted.
Well, at least we do actually kill this here. We're healthy enough we might have a chance. It's just, these are going to continue to hit us too. I think I need to save this to freeze something else. I can't just freeze 1 damage here. Something like that. He didn't use his location. That seems like a mistake. He could have pushed 2 damage here. Yeah, we just Deathborn, right? You don't have to here, technically, but... I play the, I guess I play the Ram Commander too. I could Kidnap, but we're gonna Rune anyway, right? We might not Rune, because we might just... we can't kill him this fast, though. And we'll see. Probably just Rune. And Kidnap would have been good if I could have played it. I don't really need to Rune, though. I just play everything else, honestly. I'm pretty sure this turn we go for a trainee clear. We're gonna, like, kill all of these first. And then we start popping off. You can put that in here. Maybe there's a better way to do that. And it seemed okay. Nope. No mountain bear for you! Please don't aim shot me. Now hold up, like they changed how this works, right? Like these no longer interact, right? That's my understanding. Yeah, they just don't interact at all. I think it used to, but it doesn't anymore. I think we'll still take the freeze here. Technically, I get an extra ping if I, like, save it, but I don't want to just die to a weapon randomly. Weapon plus burn or something. It used to be, it was really weird, because if there were multiple targets, it would freeze the first one. Like, it would get consumed. And then it would just be random which one actually got frozen. But it changed it, so I think it just doesn't interact anymore. Dude, this guy keeps getting wrecked. Rune just always kills him, right? Surely. Oh my god, I didn't kill. Oh, that's okay. That kind of sucked. He's dead anyway? If he can prevent any damage, he's not dead, and we might die to hero power. Got him. Boom! That rune doing actually nothing there made that a lot more difficult than it needed to be.
The possibilities are endless.
Let me grab a beverage, but you actually let me end my turn first and then beverage.
This one eating party snacks.
Well, at least he didn't high roll that thing. So let me put another beverage in the fridge. Grab. Oh shit, we just got smorked. Are we dying, chat? We might be dying.
The wails of these cowards chill.
Boom! So this is popping, but I have 2/2/3s to... I think we try to go for that then. Is this to reclaim number 1? No, no, no. I wish it was. We had 2 really good runs. We had a rogue that went 10, which was not a 10-win deck. But we seemed to high roll it, and now we have another good mage, so maybe I should be playing on that account. But I think I might do that tomorrow. This is technically going for number 1 on an A.
A thirst beyond death, it sings to me.
Tusks won't stop shattering.
Face. Yeah, the fact that all my actions don't take 2 seconds kind of spoils that I might not be on Asia. He didn't like that thing. So do I rip this Deathborn? I feel like I just play this, huh? It might ruin his plans. It'd be really bad if he happened to have Devouring Swarm. I will say, but... Do link messages get auto delayed? Do they? I don't know if they do. I don't see any like auto mod actions happening. Maybe they do. Alright, we'll just rip we'll rip the more expensive Deathborn, I guess. I guess, right? You could go like 3 and 3 there, I guess. Would be like the other play, right? I don't think you go for the 2 right into this. You would probably play the objection if you wanted to. We might want to object into turn 7 to try to block a Mountain Bear. Though. I tend to be a lot more trigger happy than most people on my Deathborns is something I've noticed, right? I'll be pretty happy to just use them. I see a lot of other people tend to be a lot more conservative with them. It's so sus to freeze that, but I could. Probably just kill it though, because again, like a Devouring Swarm would be a threat if we just left it there. We could also just try to get Fireball and end the game right now. It's an option. You guys see how easy this game is? Like, it's just so easy. You just say it and it happens. See? It's just like, come on. If 5-win average, if you're 5 right now, especially 5 is really good right now.
Possibilities are endless.
It's not the easiest meta. By a long shot. What's a good average in Arena? The goal for like a top player, a very, very good player typically, is 7. Right? That's when you get your gold back, so you're actually just kind of printing money.
A pinch of that.
Right now, there are very, very few people actually averaging 7. One of them's in chat. Tao Real. But like, Tao Real and like, there's probably only, I don't know how many infinite players are there right now? There's probably only like, I feel like it's not this, but I'm just gonna go for this. Yeah, it's fine. I don't need that.
Tusks won't stop.
There are very few. Dude, probably globally, there's probably only like... It's funny because like on Asia server, there's nobody. There's probably only like 10 people averaging infinite right now. Like, straight up. It's very hard right now. Turn 5 Deathborn's a hell of a mood. And the other thing is that we know he has a, yeah, the fact that we know he has an Oasis ally, I kind of need to get rid of the taunt before I get forced to trigger his ally off of it.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
15, 20. Well, it's like also how many of the people that are even infinite on the leaderboard even are actually averaging infinite and get lucky, right? Anyone that's above 7 on the leaderboard is a very good player, right? But even some of them probably aren't really infinite players. You'd imagine, right?
The wails of these cowards chill me.
Rip. Because that's like really hard, especially, you know, exactly like it's interesting because like the people that are top right now, we don't know about the guy that's #1 on EU right now. We know that NeoGrig didn't use a new account, right? We know that I don't think Cinnabar, the guy that's #2 on EU now, I don't think he used a new account either. Like imagine if NeoGrig or Cinnabar actually were abusing a new account too. Imagine what their average would be. That was not the water elemental, actually. Not the one we knew about. So that could be a water elemental, but I think we probably just ripped Deathborn, right? Good thing it wasn't counterspell. That would have been very uncomfortable for us. That's probably objection or something. It was a Pander and Importer card, which makes it slightly less likely to be objection because that's the most likely one someone would draft. So it's more likely, relatively more likely to be like runes probably, but it probably doesn't do a whole lot for our decision making. When was the last time it was easy to print money? In the meta right before this one, after Death Knight was fully nerfed, it was a pretty balanced meta, and it was actually pretty easy. Like, I think Tao Real said he was averaging over 8. It was relatively easy at that point. But that's the thing, is like it's kind of timing based. Like you have to hit it at the right time. Oh yeah, dual class was really, really easy because there were a lot of old players that came back. People that hadn't played for a long time. So that meta was particularly easy too. Guess I'll just let this get potentially countered, right?
All's well that sun wells.
I could have, I should have probably tested face first, but it's fine. I think I'll just use this too. Personally, at some point might activate Deathborn. We'll see. You like dual class? Yeah, a lot of people didn't though. I like dual class. I like that meta because yeah, just being able to win a lot is good. But a lot of people will find it, you know, boring. If we're really good at the game, fuck. It appears we are not very good at the game. We'll try to reduce damage here, I guess. You could have like fucked around and just tried to like let him walk into a mass poly maybe, but I mean he takes so much damage you just die, right? He has a frozen touch too, like we would have just straight up died. Realistically, we've already lost this game. Dual class is all about value. Well, it's tempo really. A little bit of that's the water elemental, okay. Which of these do I do then? Like value is a thing. You would win by value, but it was more like the kind of grind out through tempo type of value as opposed to just, you know, generating a million cards, which is kind of the value now if you play value now. You actually go Apprentice Objection here. I don't feel like Deathborn's getting any better. I don't know, like I'm never playing Deathborn if I don't play it now, I guess. It's just the other plays might be better technically. You like Nathri meta after the offering rates the best cards? I just didn't like Nathri as a set. Frankly, like there was one of the Nathri metas that wasn't so bad, but I really didn't like Nathri. I don't like what Infuse did to Arena. Like I kind of like the Infuse mechanic, but I did not particularly when Infuse had an offering bonus on it, I did not like how many games just came down to your opponent killed off 3 minions and then they played Infuse shit and then you died. It was just, that was way too common. That was my issue with it. Yeah, just hope for the best. I'm not sure if it's better to tempo this too, but... The Scholomance Nathria meta was good. That was the one, right? Because Scholomance was kind of keeping Nathria in check. There was the other Nathria meta where there were like no modern sets keeping it in check. Scholomance is a really good reactive set, which kind of kept the Infuse in check, so at least you would kind of generally have reactive stuff to deal with when your opponent would play a bunch of 0 mana 3/4s out of their hand. But when they didn't have that, they afterwards did the full wild Nathria meta, which was terrible. You didn't even trigger that. We're already dead, right? One of them's counterspell guaranteed. One of them's Oasis. I mean, what am I supposed to do then? Just reckless ping.
How perplexing.
I guess, right? Oh, he had 2 frozen touches. We didn't actually know he had a second one.
The day is yours.
He discovered a 3 mana frozen touch early on. Talked about how skill impact could be considered low in this meta. Yeah, you can like look at the Grinning Goat podcast and they talk about that. They exaggerated it massively though, I think. Because they overestimated, or maybe it's more accurate to say they underestimated how well good players could do in this meta. But because they jumped the gun off of really early results. But they talked about it too. But what's happened in this meta is that the game got really, really hard all of a sudden, essentially.
I'm ready to be just like you.
The frozen.
They need our care. Now more than ever.
Grab your shield. It's a riot.
We appear to be completely dead. It's kind of bad for us. At least the objection is really good here. Do I want to try to just see if this will snipe that? I mean, you try, right? Okay, I can go Ram Commander Ram to just kill that. Now, I guess we do that. God, it's like this thing got like, I mean, this card is so fucking OP, man. Like this thing got like 7 mana worth of tempo. I'm not even joking. Like it got 7 mana worth of tempo. It's just a 3-drop. This thing's OP and constructed too. It's insane. There's no better way to spend gold aside from Arena. There is duels. Gotta try to make that work, I guess. I think most people realize this. I don't know, maybe not. Arena is still a much better way to spend your gold than anything else that's in the game, assuming you're averaging like at least like 3 wins. You know, I mean, it's like you can play Arena or duels, or you can buy packs with gold, right? Like, there's nothing else you can really do, so. Of course. And it's really at 3. Averaging 4 coin to Hearth Arena. Well, it depends on how much you value dust and gold, I guess. I'm pretty sure the break-even's really like 3. But like, yeah, it's like, you don't need that many wins. In any case, you don't need that many wins to actually be essentially breaking even. Four wins is 57 gold with 0.12 cards in the pack and some dust. Yeah, I mean, that's way above break even. It's significantly above break even. I almost don't really want to use my fire cell because I feel like I need to trade it for better things, but it's a pretty clean clear there. This 4-drop is forcing us to use a mass board clear, just paladin things. Do I ever play duels? No. Probably need to do this and hit Deathborn and then play it. I could also... Well, it's like going Revenant Frozen Touch doesn't make sense because of that thing anyway, so I think we just rip the Deathborn. I never got into duels, partially because frankly, like, even in the beginning, you know, they made it cheaper since then, but like, I didn't want to craft all the cards I would have needed to craft to actually play duels properly. Like, I just didn't want to. And by the time I even considered it as an option, like, the game was already mostly... Like, it's not completely dead, but it's... Yeah. Not super alive, I'll put it that way. I'm not saying the game mode is dead, but I checked its pulse and I couldn't find one, so I need to find a professional to confirm. Basically. There's a significant like duels audience of people that do enjoy it still, but yeah, it's not. Because from my understanding, it has a pretty significant, particularly casual audience, but it's a more casual audience, you know.
All's well that sun wells.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
Was ever a fireball? I didn't really consider it, to be honest. Holy shit. Oh, well, he's dead anyway, so... Yeah, to be honest, I wasn't really thinking about it. it probably was, but our opponent is dead anyway, so,
Welcome.
you know, never punished and all these things. Good thing he played 3 Seal of Bloods. You know that we dealt 21... We only actually had to deal 21 damage to him that game? Oh no, we only had to deal 18 damage to him that game. Because he played 3 Seal of Bloods, and he squawkered 1. But, oh wait, he actually played Amber Watcher on his face though, I think, so maybe that undid most of that, but... Yeah. Still, got him. Duels being dead is a good thing or a bad thing for farming gold? I'm not really, honestly, I'm not familiar enough with duels to know whether or not it's... I think you can average pretty high in duels right now. I'm not sure exactly right now. I think when the balance is high, you generally can, but I don't know. It might be the best place to actually farm. It might be a better place to farm gold than Arena, especially right now, like it probably is, but I'm not sure, honestly, because I've never tried. There aren't a lot of people that do it, I don't think. I'm thinking about keeping the fast wisdom, but yeah. How bad was the mercenary stuff? Pretty bad.
A red sun rises.
For a little while I had reserved my judgment on it, but yeah, it doesn't seem very good. It's kind of dumb. Like it's just really dumb. Like no one put any thought into it, you can tell, you know.
Me not shady.
The mercenaries endgame system is literally they put 0 thought into it outside of just making it functionally work, and then they're just like, okay, we'll just put this mode in where all the numbers get really big and then go and it's an infinite guinea pig wheel basically, and then they're just like, yeah, go, you guys go ahead, have fun, I guess, you know. That's the whole thing. Have I tried PGs? I played some PGs. I've been on the leaderboard before, but like I never really got like super hard into it. BGs is a fine game. It's just not really... Is that really worth it? Okay. I never really saw it as, I was just like, yeah, this doesn't seem like exactly the thing for me. The thing with BGs, I don't know, honestly, like, timing-wise, maybe it would have been different, like now maybe I would have become a BGs main just because the timing would have been good for me, but at the time I was just like, yeah, I don't really feel like committing myself fully to that shit. Because you had to be a remotely competitive Battlegrounds player, you had to play all fucking day, basically. And it's still true. Like, you just have to play all fucking day. Yeah, that's what's funny. I don't think a lot of people are cued into that, but BGs was also just fun because it's another mode where they just made the numbers really big and people are like, oh, big numbers. Like, I don't know, to me it's like, I'm just like, I don't know, maybe I see through that a little bit better. I don't know. Like, I'm just like, I need a little bit more than just, oh, numbers are big, that's cool. Because people liked Battlegrounds, I think, for a large reason, because people in a Hearthstone, it's within the Hearthstone client, you're used to being like, oh, an 8/8 hitting something has that really big effect, that's really cool. And then Battlegrounds came out and it's like, oh, you have like 30 30s, whoa, you know. They gained a lot more than than I think a lot of people realize. Because I unironically think that was a huge aspect of their draw. I'm actually gonna do this. The novelty of Battlegrounds? Well, I mean, Battlegrounds wasn't... If you've never played an auto battler before, it was novel, right? I never played any other auto battlers either, and that was why I played it too. Because I hadn't tried them, and I just never got into auto chess or, you know, the other ones. TFT. So I never did either. So in the sense, for the same reason, yeah. But from what I understand, two people that are actually familiar with auto battlers, it's not a particularly novel game. We're just gonna we could just kill him if we want to over a couple turns here. Because honestly, I can just go face, and then we're just gonna have enough for each if I just go face with everything. I just do that. I don't see why not, to be honest. Can't kill us with Battlemaster or anything. These are all completely useless. The only thing is that galloping will activate if I play that. It's probably still worth it. I can test it, I guess, too. I could death point if I wanted to. I guess I could have too, yeah. Is that a good draw here? This guy must be a Hunter Ace enjoyer. I guess I can't kill him this turn, chat. He got me, chat. I can't kill him this turn. Disaster.
Naxxramas shall be cleansed.
Poggers. I should honestly play objection, right? I'm just in hit him in the face until he stops moving. I just want to make sure a Templar Captain or something doesn't kick us. Hunter Ace with the off-net picks. Well, this is the thing, is that I think he's actually onto something as far as, like, you have to play this meta a lot more like Constructed, and like in Constructed, you know, you don't just take the best card. You don't just pick the best cards, the best standalone cards. You pick what your deck actually needs, right? And that's a lot more how Arena is now. And I'm going to talk about that a lot in my draft guide when I put that out.
The possibilities are endless.
He's on something, he has to learn where to draw the line better because the mock rope. Yeah, I would agree with that. Because, yeah, simultaneously, I believe both things are true, though. Like, you can afford to actually have a dead card sometimes more than ever before because you have so much value, but also, yeah, like, I don't think you really want to take a mock roll too often. Isn't Arena just about all drafting the most broken cards? If you want to have a slightly above 3-win average, then just getting the most broken cards will get you there. Just high rolling more than everyone. But everyone is trying to pick the most broken cards, right? Yeah, the hot streak pick was ballsy. That's where it's like, you know, as you mentioned about like drawing the line, it's like, he might not realize that it's like you just don't always get fire spells. Like there are decks where hot streak is completely useless, right? Like, augers. It's a lot less likely now. The one thing is though is that because you get like so many discovers in Mage, like it's actually a lot less likely. I mean, look at our deck. Like, if I had a hot streak, if he picked hot streak like pick 3, like if I picked hot streak in this deck, I'd be like, oh, okay, I can get a 2-mana fire seal sometimes. Like, otherwise, it does literally nothing, right? He was lucky to just happen to get a Drake Fire Amulet, which you just don't always get, right? That's the risk, right? But it's one of those things, right? You just always high roll and then it works. Does this set up? This might set up Deathborn. I just want to play this because it just makes sense mana-wise, and I don't know, we'll just figure out a way it works. It's just, if I do anything else, my hand is completely screwed mana-wise. So I feel like I just don't have another play here.
With every strike, we will strike
We've had 1 Drakefire offered in 7 or 8 mage drafts. That's super below average, because I think you get 1 on every 2 drafts on average. I think that was the one that he knew was a frost spell. We should play that one, technically. He's like super dead, isn't he? This guy's like just totally dead. Yeah, that's one thing is like Amulet's not a card you always... I think a lot of people auto pick it, but you don't always take Amulet right now. That's the other thing. I guess if you have a hot streak, you always take Amulet, but... Generally speaking, you don't... That's not a card you always take right now. Do I just have lethal, right? I don't know, was it's like, yeah, I just didn't have Deathborn lethal, right? Bolt. Well, you would bolt the knight and explode your guys if you just wanted to get the best board. Like, that would have been the play if I wasn't killing him. But I was killing him, so... Do I want to keep Conjurer because I already have these? I might. I don't know, this card's just so slow. I still deal 6. It was the same as if you just shot him in the face with it though, right? So it was like a better play, but... Oh, we drew off Vexallus finally. It's been a long time, Mr. Vexallus. We do have 2 arcane spells already.
It'll be our little secret.
I think we lost chat. So it's probably Oasis ally. That's fine, we just never trade. That's normal, right? Never trade. Me mage, me smark. Sounds about right. Yeah, isn't it great? He just makes all my decisions for me. I don't even have to think. I just have to play every stat I can and go face every turn. It's great. What's not great is that we already fucking lost, though. That's the problem. How do I not lose this game? Tyrell, tell me the secret. How do I not lose this game? I can't even coin Deathborn next turn because the coin's gonna get... Well, I probably can, actually. I think this is the key. It's probably the key, right? This is so obvious, though. This is so fucking obvious. I mean, it's like, I don't know what else I could do, though. It's just so obvious. What I could have done, maybe I should have Runed Orb his face. Actually, that's what I should have done. I should have Runed Orb his face so that it just makes it even more obvious. But that way, if he has Counterspell, at least he counters this instead of the Deathborn. Or the coin, right? But he did not have it, so... True. Now he's Counterspell Oasis.
You want it? I got it.
That's pretty nice. How are we dealing with this counterspell though? What's funny is we might actually counter the we might actually let the Frozen Touch get countered here. Maybe the Vast Wisdom here actually. Yeah, probably the Vast Wisdom. I don't have to do it on anything this turn. Do I maybe I take the trade here. I can kill the Oasis and use up the this guy. But I could also just not do that and just play this. So if I want to activate the Vexallus, I need to like trigger the counterspell here. It's weird, but I think we actually do that. I think we trigger the counterspell. And then we just play stats here. Cat's so cute. Where's it from? I think it's from Default Streamlabs. Thanks for the subscribe, by the way.
Sorry, Squishy, I'm working.
To the face! I think he's gonna kill us, isn't it? Wait, so he just played another fucking secret? God, so he has another counterspell probably. Yeah, so probably another counterspell. I'm gonna freeze this. Yeah, another counterspell. So I guess I just let this get countered then. I don't have enough mana for like all of this, right? So I guess I let... Well, actually what I should do... I have 9 next turn.
Much to ponder.
Maybe I just don't trigger it just in case he just happens to have a third fucking counterspell, right? Because I can do all of it next turn, so yeah, I guess I do that. Nine mana. How much damage do I actually have? 6? Probably not enough, huh? Because it's just, I only have... I can do this to not die immediately, right? In theory. Because I just have... I could also get... I can do this to be like technically not dead, but I could also just hit Flurry here. You probably just go for Flurry, right? I think so. Not quite. I could have killed this, but you know, I'm gonna die to something anyway. Lost the location, right? I forget exactly what he froze.
The possibilities are endless.
I'm gonna be so sad if we draw Mass Polymorph.
Tusks won't stop shattering. Tusks won't stop shattering.
4 mana Deathborn, excellent.
Initializing descent.
Just get the Rams out of hand so that we can potentially get some Rams into the turn 4 play. Yo, I need Reckless Apprentice to kill all the dude summonings. If you could just Deathborn all of them immediately. An interesting trade on the Ring of Courage.
Reporting for duty.
You could go Clergy here. Grab that. Grab that.
Reporting for duty. A dark deed to defy death.
They indeed did not expect it, chat. If he consecrates us, he goes down to 13. It's like, wow. Should wow him. Wow. I like how we're still losing. We're just straight up still losing. I don't think we're actually losing. We should go for this probably. I guess we go for the Clergy too, huh? That's good. It lets us freeze one of these. And then we just hit booze. Because the skeletons are still going to annihilate them in theory. And it is a lot of tempo. He's gonna kill either of these. I guess I can just play this one. Let's see if I can get more reach, right? I should have done it first just in case it got Shooting Star. More Deathborn, nice. You could start the Hunter Hero Power here. You could. I'm hoping one of the Spell Discoverers just gives us the lethal, right? Because like Paladin is like the heal class right now. It's an interesting turn, actually. What I could do is I could just Runedorb and Deathborn immediately. Runedorb the 4-2, the 4-4 into a 4-2, and then just immediately rip Deathborn.
Much to ponder.
Probably better to do this first, though. I think we're gonna do that. The other play is like you could just... Ah, we're just really good at the game, I see. That's fair. I mean, we are really good at the game, so... There's always more damage, right? It's not always more damage, but usually. Look for more, I guess. Can't hit Deathborn yet. Take that, we'll take that. Okay, we just need one. We don't have enough mana to kill him, but we just need one thing to actually hit his face. Actually, let me check this first. I mean, I have to, right? But... I should try to reduce targets, so I'm gonna reduce as many targets as possible. Actually, he might just be dead anyway, right? Oh yeah, he's actually still just dead. Even with it not trying to go phase, we just have enough damage to kill him anyway. Boom!
The possibilities are endless.
Demon Hunter?
Where you followed.
That is actually exactly what I wanted.
Where you followed. They're on to us.
Watch him play Acolyte Pain and we lose the game instantly.
The Queen's trove is forbidden.
That's almost as bad.
Naxxramas shall be cleansed.
I mean, we know how we got here. Well, Bonker, well, wouldn't they? I guess they wouldn't quite overdraw at that point.
Stop this snowstorm.
Does Vex quadruple? I don't know. That's probably never going to happen anyway, though, right? I don't actually know.
Right now.
Much to ponder.
Yeah, we set it up, I guess. How do we do that? I don't know if it's like... It's kind of obvious, but... It's also one of those things where it's like, can he really do anything about it? I mean, he can trade off everything, I guess, but...
Your end comes now.
I'm ready to be just like you.
I mean, it's either Noble Sack or Judgment. In either case, we can try to hit this. Perfect.
Catch me if you can.
The Queen's trove is forbidden.
He seems to have forgotten that we already telegraphed a Deathborn.
Right now.
He seems to have forgotten. Like, I think he knew and then he just forgot.
Teach me.
It's gonna be big, but I guess that doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, this is not enough damage, so...
Tusks won't stop.
Maybe he thought we actually didn't have it because we didn't do it that turn, but we really didn't need to do it. Yeah, right. Or he didn't really give us a good enough one to actually do it. Maybe he thought he did. Okay. I'm gonna kill the other one, and then I'm gonna heal, and then I'm gonna discover something. I could do this instead, maybe. That might be better. Doesn't really do anything, to be honest. It lets us push a little bit more face damage. But I think I'd rather get this down. Just need any burn. It's a little too slow, but yeah, so none of these matter, I don't think. Yeah, it might matter because like he might live a turn, and then we might need that 10 damage. He indeed might live a turn. Mass Poly just to reduce all the damage. Because we can put him to 1, but can anything kill us? Like nothing can kill us, right?
Much to ponder.
Oh no, Inquisitor. Oh, I miscounted. Oh, we're fucking dead. Oh god. I miscounted. He has 9 damage, not 7.
I am not blind to your
Doesn't have it though. Dude, I should have done a different play then.
The exit is this way.
Yeah, the play was, it was Arcane Bolt to minion, Reckless Apprentice ping face. That was the play, for sure. But never punished. He high rolled his Maze Guide on his way out. Oh, that was scary. Boom! Could have been punished for lifesteal that play. He can't lifesteal that much, though. He would have had to have, like, lifesteal and counterspell or something. Anyway, we made it to 12! We did it. Who was the carry? Vexallus carried us through the early games, and then it never did anything. It was tragic. But yeah, Deathborns. The Deathborns really just carried us, right? To be honest. Pretty good. Alright. And if you're watching this on YouTube, but not live on YouTube, but on the YouTube video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Actually, do that if you're watching live too, because all of that's awesome. Nice, we got 2 golden rares. At least we didn't get 2 golden commons. Nice. Bye-bye, YouTube.